सो लिसनर्स, आप सुन रहे रेडियो मनपसंद और मैं हूं आपके साथ आपकी मनपसंद आरजे मनी। और जैसा मैंने बोला कि मेरे साथ आज स्टूडियो में 2 गेस्ट हैं, तो मैं आपको दिखा दूं मेरे साथ जो गेस्ट हैं। मैं दिखा उनको रही हूं जो अभी फेसबुक लाइव देख रहे हैं। तो मेरे साथ जो 2 गेस्ट हैं वो आए हैं यूनियन ACT से। दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ माइग्रेंट वर्कर सर्विसेज कैनबरा एंड विद मी इज सितारा, से हाय, एंड रोजी। यस, सो दे आर हियर और ये आए हैं यहाँ पे बताने के लिए इनका जो डिपार्टमेंट है विद अ पार्ट ऑफ यूनियन ACT कैसे काम करता है और किस चीज के लिए काम करता है। सो दे वर्क फॉर इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स एंड द टेम्परेरी वीजा होल्डर्स। सो सितारा, लेट्स स्टार्ट। इट्स मोर ऑफ your assessment day.
Yes, that's right. I'm 2 days into the role for those who are just joining now.
Yes.
So yeah, big assessment.
So, how ACT, Migrants Worker Service Canberra or Union ACT helps temporary visa holder and the international student? How they help?
Yeah, so basically, the best way to actually seek advice if you need it, if there's any kind of inkling that you think maybe this is not right, or if you just don't know, best thing is to hop on unionsact.org.au and go to the Migrant Worker Service page, and you can actually fill in a form on the website, which kind of tells you what we ask what your contact details are and what the particular issue that you're facing is, and within 24 hours we'll get back to you and we'll help refer you, whether that be to a legal expert, because we don't offer legal advice, we can only refer you. So if we think that your particular concern needs a lawyer, we'll refer you on. So we're just meant to be that service that's there, accessible to the community. You can come to us with literally anything. You don't have to be part of a union. We offer services in different languages as well, and working to develop that too. So basically, we're just meant to be your best friend in this space. We're meant to be the helping hand that sometimes you just don't see in this, because your rights are important at work, and particularly if you're an international student, you're young, and you're still kind of finding your way in Australia. Always here to help. So yeah, please do get in touch.
Okay. So मैं थोड़ा सा I'll translate it a little bit.
Amazing.
अभी देखो हिंदी रेडियो है तो हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करना होगा. So Migrant Worker Services Canberra ये हेल्प करते हैं इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स को और टेम्परेरी वीजा होल्डर्स को. So help in the sense आपको किसी भी work exploitation, any kind of exploitation at work or outside, you can go to them, ask for help. International students, उसके बारे में हम और डिटेल में बात करेंगे, लेकिन ये यहाँ पे जो यूनियन ACT है और आप यूनियन ACT is there to help, I think, every migrant, but this particular department works for international student and temporary visa holder. So आप इनकी वेबसाइट पे जा सकते हैं www.unionact.org.au. Yes, I remember now. No, Union CBR. Or ACT. ACT. Okay, I'm right. So www.unionact.org.au. So आप इनकी वेबसाइट पे जाके एक गूगल फॉर्म फिल कर सकते हैं, अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकते हैं और ये लोग आपको कांटेक्ट करेंगे. सो अगर आप कंफर्टेबल नहीं है जाने के लिए तो ये आपको कांटेक्ट करेंगे. तो अगर आपको कोई भी इश्यूज आ रहे हैं अपने वीजाज को लेके, हाँ, दिस इज अ माइग्रेंट वर्कर सर्विस कैनबरा. दिस इज नॉट अ होम अफेयर ऑफिस.
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
Yes. अगर आपका वीजा नहीं आ रहा है या फिर आपके वीजा में कुछ इश्यू आ रहे हैं, वो हेल्प नहीं होगी. लेकिन अगर आपके पास वीजा है और वर्क से रिलेटेड कुछ है तो वो आपकी हेल्प होगी. सो मेरे साथ अभी सितारा और रोजी हैं. सो रोजी, डू यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग इन इट?
I think Satara's said it all, but absolutely, if you have concerns or if something doesn't feel right, please don't be afraid to reach out to us. We are not the Department of Home Affairs,
yes,
as you've said. Despite receiving some funding from them, we're happy to kind of talk with you and point you in the direction of the expertise that you'll need.
Okay. So now my next question is, what kind of help the students, international students, or the temporary visa holders will get from Migrant Worker Services Canberra?
Yeah, so I guess the first thing is that we can help with education. So we can help kind of educate you about what your rights are.
Okay.
One of the things, and maybe Rosie can speak to it a bit more, is, for example, if you have a pay slip that you want us to have a look at and help you understand if that's right or there's something dodgy about it, we're more than happy to help you with it. Basically, if you just feel like anything's wrong at work, just come to us and we'll happily help. I also should say everything is confidential. So
Yes.
if you do have concerns that your information is being shared, like that is, we protect your privacy. You're completely safe with us. So we can do that for you. But again, like I was saying earlier, like if you reckon that you want some legal advice, we can also pass you on to one of our trusted lawyers who can offer you that advice, but much more solidly.
So Rosie, your contribution in it.
Absolutely. I know Satara kind of threw to me on payslips. When you move to Australia or when you start working in Australia, your payslip can be a really complex document because you've never seen anything like it before. But it's also really important because it's the easiest and probably only way that you're going to be able to take a look at the roster of hours that you've worked and a random number in your bank account and understand where it came from. One of the questions I get asked by young people, so high school and college age students, most often is, who is this PAYG guy and why is he taking all of my money?
That's a good question.
Income tax is often referred to as PAYG on your payslip. It stands for pay as you go income tax.
Okay. I'll have a look at my payslip as well today. That is there any PAYG guy is there who's taking all my money?
I'm sure that he'll be there.
Okay. Now I have a question. Now, how about pick whoever wants to answer. My question is, now when a person or migrant, any temporary visa holder or a student get a job part-time. Suppose the student is working like 24 hours or 20 hours a week, right? So now if somebody gets a contracted for 20 hours or 10 hours or 15 hours, I can understand student cannot go above 20. How about the temporary visa holder who have full rights? Now, if they are signing a contract for a few hours, like 15 hours or 20 hours or 30 hours, what do they need to be sure of before signing any contract? Do they need to, like, how can they read? Like now, if I have a contract always have very complicated language. So does ACTU, like Workers Union, can help me with the contracts I am signing? Can they help me with the language in it?
So, we won't be able to specifically help you with your contract because that's a legal document. What we can do is provide you with some educational resources on what to and what not to expect in a contract. We can also point you in the direction of a translation service. My understanding is that the Australian government provides language translation services for legal documents, and your contract should classify as a legal document, so we can help you to get it translated so that you can better understand.
So can I ask from my employer to translate it? Or it's, I don't know.
I'm unsure. I don't believe it would be your employer's responsibility, but if you would like help accessing translation services, I would recommend sending us an email and we should be able to point you in the right direction.
Okay, so listeners, today with me are two representatives from Migrant Worker Service Canberra. I don't know, I think I fumble on Migrant Worker Service Canberra. And they have, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I will ask. मैं अभी कोशिश करूंगी, हमारे पास 30 मिनट्स हैं. अगर आपके पास कुछ सवाल हैं, अगर आप टेम्परेरी वीजा होल्डर हैं या इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आपके पास कुछ सवाल हैं तो आप हमें यहाँ कमेंट में दीजिए और मैं इनसे पूछूंगी कि अगर वो आपकी उस पर्टिकुलर चीज के लिए हेल्प कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. और इसी के साथ आप सुनते रहिए रेडियो मनपसंद. और मैं अभी लाइव ऑफ कर रही हूँ, लेकिन आप हमें हमारे ऐप पे या CMS 91.1 FM पे सुन सकते हैं अभी भी. और मेरे साथ सितारा है और साथ में है रोजी. सो देयर इज अ फ्लावर एंड अ स्टार. See?
Oh, that's so cute.
Right? So I've got a flower with me and a star. Star is Satara, Rosie is flower. So yeah, I've got Satara and Rosie with me. So if you have any questions, drop a message, drop a text and कोशिश करेंगे सारे आपके जवाब लाने के लिए. So तब तक सुनते रहिए रेडियो मनपसंद. तो चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes! So I've got both of them. You have any questions, please ask them. They are from We are Union.
Yes.
They're from We Are Union.
Yes.
So Union ACT. I don't know why it's not turning off now.
We're too popular.
Yes, we are too popular.
So it's awkward that you got to cry.
So, listeners, आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो मनपसंद और मैं हूं आपके साथ हाजमनी और आज हम बात कर रहे हैं यूनियन एसीटी की टीम के साथ। वो आए हैं और बात हो रही है माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स के राइट्स को लेके। तो अभी हमने बात की थी थोड़ी देर पहले कि जो इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट कैश ऑन हैंड काम करते हैं, व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स की हम बात नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि इसमें कोई बेनिफिट नहीं है। मैं बात करूंगी कि कैश इन हैंड करने से क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकती हैं। कैश इन हैंड से एक्सप्लॉयटेशन होती हैं और कैश इन हैंड से ही आप अपने बेनिफिट्स जो हैं वो आपको नहीं मिल पाते हैं। जो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से सुपर का बेनिफिट मिलता है वो नहीं मिल पाता है और एक्सप्लॉयटेशन का मेन रीजन ही कैश इन हैंड है। तो हम वो बात कर रहे थे इनसे और अभी हम बात करने वाले हैं कि कैनबरा में जो टेम्परेरी वीजा होल्डर्स हैं और इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके राइट्स क्या हैं। सो सितारा, let's start with you and so what are their rights?
Yeah, so basically, I think it's really important to say that international students and temporary visa holders have the same rights as anyone else. So if anyone tries to tell you differently, an employer, anyone else, like, that's not true. That seems like leave entitlements, minimum wage we were just discussing before. And obviously for most employees, you've got a minimum wage that's set by an award that covers a particular industry or occupation, but the national minimum wage for adults is $24.95, and obviously important to note that being an adult is being the age of 21.
Yes.
So in this case,
sorry to cut you. So it's 18 or 21?
21.
21 where you get the adult wage rate.
That's right, and that's $24.95.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because obviously, like, we think adult is 18, but yeah, good to know in this
So
case.
the international students, if they are 19 or 20, so they don't get the $24.95.
No.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it's after 18, so that's good to know.
Yeah, really good to know. Like workers' compensation, honestly everything. You're entitled to the same rights, and also the same advice, the same services, legal representation. So really, like, whatever your counterparts are getting who have citizenship, you should be getting that too. Yeah.
So the only regulation that for international student is 20 hours work, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Weekly?
that's right.
So fortnight they can work 40 hours.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. So 40 hours fortnightly, but temporary visa holder have full rights. Usually. I
Yes.
believe so.
It will differ based on what visa you're on.
Okay.
But generally that would be correct.
Okay. And now if any of them looking for any advice, any issues they're facing, so you don't give legal advice, definitely.
Yes.
The Union ACT doesn't give legal advice, but how can they help?
Yeah, so even though we can't give legal advice, we are very lucky to have partners who are lawyers who we can refer you to. So even if you have an issue that you think might be one of law or a legal issue, please still come to us and we'll just refer you on to the expert or the right person that can help you out. So we can help you with giving you educational resources or pointing you in the right direction. But yeah, so even if you have an issue that you think is maybe to do with the law, still come to us and we'll point you in the right direction. We'll refer you on.
Okay. Now, while we are talking, we are discussing, I'm getting all the questions in my mind.
Yeah.
So now, if there's an international student needed legal advice, but how financially, how can Union ACT can help the student financially to go for the legal advice?
Yeah, maybe Rosie can speak more to our partners. So yeah.
Yes, Rosie.
So, in some scenarios, we will be able to refer to a partner organisation to provide free legal advice relating to visas.
Okay.
Otherwise, there are avenues that we can explore in terms of work rights lawyers like legal aid or youth law who may be able to provide free services, and we can help someone to understand what options exist and what price point those are at.
Yeah.
Primarily, we will
Yes.
always try and refer someone to a free service first.
Yes,
if
because-
they are available to help.
Because that's the bigger issue. The finances are the bigger issue when you are a student, and going to a legal advice where you have to pay a big amount, it's not easy. I think that would be the first reason why people don't want to involve in any legal activities, or not. I won't say legal activities. I mean anywhere where they think that their visas are on stake or some legal advice. I think they stay away because of the money, the finances in it. Yeah.
Absolutely, and we understand that. We will always try and help find a free option first.
Great. And anything which I missed
Ooh, I'm so relieved.
during the session, I missed asking you guys, and you think that's actually important? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, like, I suppose the only thing is, I kind of coming back to what your question before about, are you the Department of Home Affairs? Like, I think it's really important to emphasize that we're independent, we're not for profit, and we, have no affiliation other than getting some funding. So please don't. I mean, I know there's sometimes a bit of a kind of assumption that the Department of Home Affairs is the same as
Yes.
your employer or us. I know some employers often very unfairly say, they can cancel your visa and make threats like that. They can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. So please, just like, if you do feel anything, just come to us. Even if you think it's something silly, like, we're here to help, and often you'll be entitled to get help. So yes, please do reach out.
Yeah, sure. Anything from you, Rosie?
I think if you feel like Satara and I have been speaking a different language, follow us on social media and come along to one of our educational sessions where we will run through the basic work rights that every worker in Australia is entitled to. So we'll talk in detail about superannuation, anti-discrimination legislation that exists, penalty rates, and what you can expect while you're working in Australia.
Thank you. Thanks, Satara and Rosie. So, listeners, थैंक यू चंदन जी सुनने के लिए प्रोग्राम. लेकिन मैं आपको बता दूं कि हम यहाँ पे आज मेरे साथ जो यूनियन एसीटी से रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आए हैं, उनको इंग्लिश आती है, उनको हिंदी नहीं आती, वरना मैं हिंदी में सारा करती. लेकिन यस, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है जो यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स और जो टेम्परेरी वीजा होल्डर हैं. तो मुझे लगा कि ये ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है कि इन्फॉर्मेशन उनकी तरफ जाए, उन तक सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन पहुंचे. यस, लैंग्वेज एक इश्यू हुआ है, लेकिन मैं ट्रांसलेट कर रही थी साथ साथ, तो आई थिंक वो इश्यू ज्यादा नहीं हुआ है. सो थैंक यू चंदन जी सुनने के लिए हमारा प्रोग्राम. और एंड आई होप लिसनर्स आपने आज का प्रोग्राम सुना, और कुछ लोगों को अगर आप जानते हैं जो लोग इन सब चीजों से जा रहे हैं, इन सब चीजों से को फेस कर रहे हैं, तो आप उनकी हेल्प कर सकते हैं. एंड यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट देम थ्रू देयर वेबसाइट www.unionact.org.au. सो आप कॉन्टेक्ट कीजिए और हेल्प कर सकते हैं तो हेल्प कीजिए. एंड एवरीबडी नीड्स हेल्प दीज डेज, व्हाई नॉट? जस्ट and I have a little session for TED Talk in the end all the time. Just support each other and be safe and make a safer environment for everyone around us. So support each other. अगर आपको लगता है किसी को जरूरत है इस मदद की, इस हेल्प की, तो उनको जरूर रेफर कीजिए इसकी तरफ. धन्यवाद.